started the Community Athletic Project back in 2018, and it was a way for us to give back to the community, the young people of the community. This golf tournament is this golf tournament gives us an opportunity to say thank you to everybody, to say thank you for being a part of this. Let's get out and have a good time playing some golf and have fun and enjoy ourselves and have a communal opportunity to say thank you.
And we got some perfect weather for it.
Absolutely. Last year we had 115 degrees. This year we're at 80, and it's beautiful and nice little breeze.
We are live from Lancaster, 3C2A men's basketball here on SoCalCollegeSports.com, Santa Monica and Antelope Valley. Hello, everyone. I'm Mike Cepeda, broadcasting live from the home of the Marauders, Newton Gillette Court. About set and ready to go. Get the starting lineups here for you. For ABC, it'll be Lucas Baxick, Gerard Franklin, Evan Scott Alexander, Joshua Asif, and Jaquay Franklin. For the Corsairs of Santa Monica, Barry Wiles Jr., Cam Cohn, Brandon Smith, Quinn Collins, and Brooklyn Caldwell. ABC moving from right to left in the gray, wins the tip. And we are underway. ABC, losers of 3 in a row, looking to right the ship here against the Corsairs. The Corsairs come in with a very talented group. And that's a great start right off the bat. Evan Scott Alexander with the bucket. A terrific start last week versus West LA. But the second half was all Wildcats as West LA came away with a big win in that one, the conference opener. Miss on the other end for Santa Monica. Baxick back the other way. He has Jaquay Franklin down low. Franklin looking to come out and set a pick. You'd like to see Evan Scott Alexander use that pick. Instead, he reverses over to Asif. And that time it was Brandon Smith, a little overzealous on the reach in. Baxick gets the elbow, kicks back to G. Franklin. Asif on the perimeter. And Asif, the type of player that can stretch a defense. Jaquay Franklin would try to go to a move, and he's going to be fouled. And that's a big bailout foul down low as Collins and Brandon Smith converge on the foul. So Jaquay Franklin, they will rule that it was on the ground, and he will not be shooting two. So baseline out of bounds, second team foul on the Corsairs. And G. Franklin looking to bring it in. And Scott Alexander comes off the double pick. He'll drive the lane, a lot of contact, up and under move, just a little bit short. I like the move, the finish just a little bit off. Smith into the corner, that's going to be a charge. Baxick stepping in, that's a terrific job by Baxick. As you see him step in there and take the charge. That's the third personal on Brandon Smith in less than 90 seconds of play. So Smith going to come down, and he'll be likely sit down the rest of the first half. Here comes off the bench. You don't have a number yet. Get that here for you too. Franklin down on the baseline. That's a terrific find. Like to see G. Franklin try to go up with it. Scott Alexander in rhythm will step into a three. In and out. It looked good. In fact, our scoreboard operator thought it was good. Instead, we go back the other way. Asif gets a hand on the tip. Not in. We'll get the score here changed for you shortly. That one up and good. It's 3-2. Scott Alexander, that's another in-rhythm shot. That one off the back iron. A long rebound comes to Baksick. And that was Franklin, from the top. Asif, he's got to turn around and shoot that. Good recognition. Asif puts it in. That's easy money against a smaller defender. I'd like to see a little bit of quicker recognition from Joshua Asif. Because when he just goes to the bucket or he makes a decision, instead of thinking about it, he is an effective player to be sure. You see it right there, 4-3. Antelope Valley with an early lead, just underway from Lancaster. Behind the back dribble, that's terrific defense, better offense. I thought Evan Scott Alexander did a good job of moving his feet, didn't commit the foul, but the offense better that time. Barry Wilds Jr. on the bucket, so the lead back to Santa Monica at 5-2, or 5-4, excuse me. Asif gets the baseline, left-handed bucket, that's good. And Asif with some confidence early. And the kid can be a problem, that's for sure. I don't know if there's anybody on the floor right now that can guard his skill set. Jaquay Franklin comes over with the help, forces the kick out. Long jumper short, rebound tapped in. And fortuitously for Quinn Collins. And Jaquay Franklin stepped on the end line, I believe, bring the ball in. So it's a turnover for the Marauders, and that has really plagued them here this season. When they're able to limit their turnovers, they can hang with anyone. Saw that in the East LA game earlier this season, the Cuyamaca tournament. But when they turn it over, they can lose to anybody. And we also saw that in the Cuyamaca tournament, losing to host team Cuyamaca after that team was dispatched by 50+ by San Diego City. Quinn Collins, soft touch off the rim. The ball is out of bounds. It will go to ABC. So Collins with some touch, couldn't get that bucket to go. Evan Scott Alexander going to bring things up. Uses a pick from Jaquay Franklin. Franklin looking to set another one. He does. Frees up his man, draws the defense. Kicked out to Baksick at the top of the key. Falling away and moving to his right, leaves his feet, passes it up, and that's a ticky-tack foul. You know, if you're Joshua Asif, you need to go get your money's worth. Go get a swat up top, and if you catch the body, well, then it's a foul. That time you just really tap them, and it's an easy layup and a 9-6 lead pending the and one opportunity for Wilds. So Barry Wilds Jr., freshman point guard from Los Angeles, Fairfax High School. And one opportunity converged. And Santa Monica, the first team into double digits at 10-6. Baksick going to bring things up. Down low, Asif cutting. Collins, looked like there was some contact and a foul. And right now, the man with a hot hand is Joshua Asif. If he's not touching the ball every time down, there's a problem with this offense. Recognize the hot hand early. That man right now, Joshua Asif. Jumper from the short corner, layup up and good versus contact. Goes to the line this time. We're going to get a couple of freebies from the stripe. First free throw up and good. It's 10-7. Second free throw. Nice soft touch on the rim there for Joshua. 10-8. Wilds brings it over to Keontae Clay Jr. Collins on the baseline. Asif, another great job moving his feet. That's just, again, better offense from Santa Monica. That's a big-time move. Spin baseline, hook shot, bank. You're not going to do much against that one. Montiano to the bucket. That shot up, no good. Does not get the soft roll off of the rim. Instead, it's back the other way. Wilds driving baseline, up and under move. A nifty one, 12-8. I don't think you need to call a timeout just yet, but you need a good, solid offensive possession here. And again, Asif needs to touch the ball. Has it at the top of the key. Montiano at the top. Back to Asif. That's a good shot in rhythm, maybe a little bit too far out of his range. Good challenge from Nico Collins, or excuse me, from Quinn Collins. And back the other way we go. That's a 6-point switch, and now we will call a timeout. Cone on the 3 ball. That's too easy defensively. Evan Scott Alexander sees it right away. And it's a quick surge for the Corsairs. They lead it 17-8. You're watching 3C2A men's basketball here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Quick run for the Corsairs, and Antelope Valley trailing by 9, 14-26 left to go. Asif going to get a breather here. And who's going to step up for AVC? Trey Hawkins into the ball game. Montiano, Hawkins, Evan Scott Alexander, Jaquay Franklin. I believe that's Kalen Smith. And the Corsairs going to go to a full court press here. And we saw pressure really bother AVC in the game versus West LA. Able to clear it out one-on-one. Barry Wild Jr. versus Evan Scott Alexander. He loses it out of bounds, so the full court press paying dividends early on for Santa Monica. First possession we see it. It's a turnover for the Marauders. Backstick will come in. He'll replace Evan Scott Alexander. Scott Alexander, a bit more of a combo guard. Backstick, a traditional point guard, so perhaps less turnovers, but less scoring pop out there. Let's see what the Marauders can do with it. Collins, that one's good, over Jaquay Franklin. (19-8). It's a 12-0 run for the Corsairs. Franklin comes free underneath. They don't get it to him. Instead, it's reversed to Montiano. Handoff Smith. Smith driving the baseline. That's terrific defense from Santa Monica. Marauders have to force it back out. Montiano now with it on the perimeter. Thought about it from 3. Crosses over to the bucket. Up and under is good. Josh Montiano to the hole. And he breaks the 12-0 run. Wilds into the front court. Gives it off to Brooklyn Caldwell. Caldwell to the baseline. Collins will fire. That one's good. Somebody needs to get a hand up against that man. Make him drive the bucket. Let the help come over. Obviously, he can do it on both ends. Gets a block on that one. So Collins doing it on offense and defense. Quickly ahead. 3-ball up. That one's short. Bit of a heat check for the offense as a whole. And the Marauders quickly back the other way. They need a bucket. Montiano lays it up, lays it in. No, he's not the biggest kid. Not the best athlete, but I'll tell you what, that kid knows how to finish at the rim. Quickly back the other way, and the transition defense not there so much for AVC as they allow an open run to the basket. Nobody really stops Cam Cone, and Jaquay Franklin has to come over, make him earn it. 23-12, Santa Monica with an 11-point lead. That's a nice move by Franklin into the middle. Uses that athleticism to get to his spot, and he scores. Makes it look easy. The lead under double digits now for the Corsairs. Turnover, here comes Baxic. Baxic in transition. Montiano to the bucket. Floater up, that's good. Josh Montiano, now that's a player, if you see him score a couple inside, it's going to give him some confidence from three, and that is not a player that you want to see get hot if you're the Corsairs. Apologies for the technical difficulties, everyone. We are good to go. Another turnover and a bit of their own medicine. Santa Monica with the defense ratcheted up for AVC, able to generate a turnover. So backs it quickly ahead. Montiano, hesitation inside, terrific find, Ponders! Timeout, Santa Monica. It's a game of runs, and the Marauders on one right now. We'll have a pretty good look at this one. No one really stops anybody. Montiano, nice find underneath. Ponders finishes down low. 23-18, 11:41 to go. And we'll keep it here. Just a little bit more pressure here from the Marauders, paying dividends on the defensive end. Haven't seen a lot of Ponders this season, but, well, what my eye test will tell you, the plus-minus for James Ponders seems to be in the plus the last two games that we've been here. Certainly earning himself more minutes. Ponders along with Smith, Montiano, Evan Scott Alexander, and Trey Hawkins. Going to go to a 3-2 show. Another turnover. The defense switched up. Evan Scott Alexander back the other way. Left-handed layup, no good. Karam comes off to Hawkins. Evan Scott Alexander, the shutters are on. He brings it back out, and that was a poor pass. Near turnover. Wilds has it, and he scores. Well, the cardinal rule is don't leave your feet on the pass. We see another turnover. That's the second turnover of that variety that we've seen tonight. Evan Scott Alexander looking for Ponders. He had him wide open driving down the lane. Well, sent it to Hawkins on the wing, and he scores. So Trey Hawkins with 5 quick ones. 25-21. The lead is 4 for the Corsairs with possession right now. Cone to Caldwell. Back to Cone. Wilds has it near side. Swung around the horn. And that shot in and out. Cone comes in for the rebound. He's going to be fouled. Well, it's about the little things you need to box out on that possession. Hey, shot goes up. Got to find a body. Marauders don't do it. They give up the putback opportunity. And luckily for the Marauders, that shot off the mark. Cone puts it up and in on the second attempt. 5-point lead for the Corsairs. Scott Alexander looking for Asif. Back into the ball game. Needs to turn and face. Take your man. I don't think he can guard you. And he just turned an ankle. Asif just turned an ankle. And let's hope that young man's okay. And we're going to see Ryan Frazier come in. Asif visibly upset. It's too bad, too. He's having a terrific game. (26-21). Oh, yeah. Scott Alexander with it on the inbounds. Takes it inside. Ponders, left-handed layup is good. Again, just another great job by James Ponders. And Ponders keeping his hands ready. That's big man drill 101. Hands ready on the baseline. Instead of bringing him up from his feet, has him ready at the waist, puts it up and in. A nice soft touch. Wild's near turnover again for Evan Scott Alexander. Well, unofficial number of turnovers for Evan Scott Alexander, probably at 5 right now. Santa Monica, their lead is shrunk to 3. Ponder's going to set the screen here for Trey. And Trey unable to get that one to go. Long rebound, Montiano, Franklin. Excuse me, that's Hawkins. Hawkins goes baseline. That one in and out again. It's pretty unkind to the home team. Quick shot. See, and that time, that's Evan Scott Alexander boxing out. That's finding a body right there. Montiano had a quick window. Great find again. Ponders lays it up, lays it in. That's being a player right there. That is a complete defensive possession to the offensive transition and the bucket. And kudos to Evan Scott Alexander making the change, making the adjustment. That's being a player. Frazier lays it up. Too much on it. Got to get back. Numbers for the Corsairs. Cone going to pull up from 3. That one well short. Looked like a pass. Instead, Wilds will clean up the garbage. Missed opportunity for the Marauders. This is going to be another turnover. Ponders throws that one away. Wilds from 3. Cone nearly had it. Ponders able to collect the rebound. And I don't know what Ponders is doing bringing in the basketball. The big man needs to get down. And you want ball handling in the backcourt. Let the big man get down, do his thing. Doesn't need to be behind, trailing the play. 28-27. Frazier put it in on the other end. Collins down low. Frazier, hand up. Collins puts it up and over him. Man, Quinn Collins, a tough guard. 6'9", sophomore from Redondo Beach, Redondo Union High School. Inside Evan Scott Alexander go into the lane with the intention of shooting. Better things will happen. Scott Alexander inside to Frazier. Frazier with the left hand. Seesaw battle. Back and forth we go here in Lancaster. Lead back to 1 for the Corsairs. You have nothing? Apologies for the technical difficulties, everyone. We're having an issue with some of the internet in the gym. Should have everything resolved now. It's been a back and forth affair between the Antelope Valley College Marauders and the Santa Monica City Corsairs. 1 point lead for Santa Monica, 33-32, 5:52 to go. Joshua Asif, who started the game terrifically offensively and defensively for Antelope Valley, came off with what looked to be an ankle injury about 5 minutes ago in this game. Franklin comes over a little bit late, does hamper the shot. The offensive rebound there for Santa Monica. That was Lejuan Harris. Another 6'9" body at the disposal for Santa Monica. Frazier with it out front, brings it to Baksic. Baksic turn and face, gives it to Jaquay Franklin. Need to find a cutter. He finds G. Franklin. G, 3 on the shot clock. Hawkins going to have to fire away. That one blocked. There'll be a shot clock violation on the Marauders. Nice job by Jake Tweed Field. We'll spread the word, everyone. www.socalcollegesports.com. We are streaming now. Had some difficulties earlier with an internet connection. Able to resolve that and get going. The internet can be a fickle thing, and we'll do our best to adjust. Right now, AVC, who fell behind early by 12, has righted the ship somewhat. Looking inside to Jaquay Franklin. That's a great move, just can't get it to go. Keep going to a big man. Love to see it. Franklin comes over, bothers that shot. Long rebounds, comes off. Santa Monica gets another possession. Harris with a rebound. Second chance opportunity for Santa Monica. Tweed Field fires from 17. That's a foul. Get him off, ref. Tyler Wiley all over Lucas Baksic. And you got to call it. Ponders getting ready to check back into this one. Likely going to see some more minutes from James Ponders, who's been terrific. Hawkins from 3. His second triple. Cuts the lead to 2, 37-35. Clay gives it over to Curry. Curry turns a corner versus Hawkins. Need to get up and play him, thinking about the 3. Instead, looked like a bit of a push-off. That's great defense overall, particularly by Trey Hawkins. Well, you're going to watch it on film study here. Look at the way Hawkins moves his feet. And the offense really going nowhere. That's just a terrible pass from the Corsairs. And the turnover due in large part to the on-ball defense of Trey Hawkins. So possession back to AVC. Coming up with the 3-minute mark in the first half. Baksic with it. Baksic kicks it up top. Baksic to Malachi Jones. Jones to G. Franklin. Franklin crossed over, has it stripped away. Franklin looking to get another turnover back. Collins has been terrific for Santa Monica in this first half, a large part of the offense for the Corsairs. Missed shot, quickly back the other way. That's in rhythm. I'd like to see Smith go up with it instead of get to the bucket, go up against a shot blocker. Tweed Field comes away with the rebound. Off to Barry Wilds Jr., a little hesitation over to Curry. Curry thought about the 3. Wilds, they'll let him get in rhythm, boys. Wilds' errant pass, that one nearly went out of bounds, and it did go out of bounds. Tweed Field, last man to touch it. Turnover for the Corsairs, and possession back to AVC. Hawkins will come off. Ponders, Baksic, G. Franklin, Kalen Smith. Malachi Jones on the floor right now for the Marauders, coming up on the 2-minute mark in this first half. Baksic working double high No. You got to use it. Ponders from the short corner. He's been great. I really like the recognition there from Ponders. Doesn't get the shot to go. Need to get back on defense. Straight up, and Ponders does get back on defense. Gets the block. And even though he misses that shot, it's the right play. It's the right basketball play, and that's all you can ask for. You made the right basketball play. Sometimes they go in, sometimes they don't. Montiano back in. Smith will come off. So the Marauders going to go a little small at the end of the first half here, under 2 minutes to go, but they do have more shooting on the floor. But you need to rebound as a team against against the larger club on the other end. Collins buries it from three, and Ponders needs to stay up on him. Ponders should have the lateral quickness to not allow Collins to get what he wants, but he has to stay up on him. That's a second triple this half for Collins. Evan Scott Alexander over to Montiano. Montiano needs to turn and face, make a move. He can't guard you. Comes back, gives over to Jones. Jones looking inside. Collins denies. Baksic. That's a little further out than you'd like, but not a bad shot. About 1 minute to go. Collins. When are they going to bring over the double? That's the Gasol chicken elbow going baseline. He finds Tweed Field, who can't get that 15-footer to go. Under a minute to go. Evan Scott Alexander, but quick on the shot. It's going to lead to a turnover the other end, and Evan Scott Alexander with the steal. That's knocked down right there. Man. Ever since the end of that first half versus the West LA team, Barry Wilds has that shot in and out. Jones did a good job contesting that one. About a 5-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock, and the Marauders likely going to hold here. So Baksic going to take his time, probably going to go at about 12. Here comes Ponders. Baksic needs to use a screen. Forgot the ball, and we'll have a carry. Probably about the worst result at the end of that possession you could ask for if you're the Marauders. And the turnover bug continues to plague ABC. As now Santa Monica will have a chance at the final shot. Caldwell from the baseline, shot up, no good. Will go in at the end of the first half. Antelope Valley trailing by 5 to Santa Monica. You're watching 3C2A men's basketball here on SoCalCollegeSports.com.
started the Community Athletic Project back in 2018, and it was a way for us to give back to the community, the young people of the community. This golf tournament is this golf tournament gives us an opportunity to say thank you to everybody, to say thank you for being a part of this. Let's get out and have a good time playing some golf and have fun and enjoy ourselves and have a communal opportunity to say thank you.
And we got some perfect weather for it.
Absolutely. Last year we had 115 degrees. This year we're at 80, and it's beautiful and nice little breeze.
see Joshua Asif done for the rest of the game? Nursing what is a knee injury. We thought earlier that it may have been an ankle, but turns out it's his knee, and man, he was having his best games of the season. Great start. Unfortunate that it happened, but if you're the Marauders, you have to find out who's going to step up in his absence. I thought James Ponders did one heck of a job in that first half for AVC. Caldwell with it out front. We're underway here in the second half. Oh, that looked like a push-off from Wilds. He's going to get the bucket to go. Jaquay Franklin up front. Gives it off. G. Franklin. Baksick sets the pick. Baksick uses it. Pick from Franklin, excuse me. G. Franklin into the middle. Has his shot blocked by Collins. Wilds quickly back the other way. That looked like a travel or jump ball. The arrow favoring AVC. It's either a travel or a jump ball. They elected to call the travel. So a turnover. AVC will take possession. Scott Alexander to the bucket. Collins there. And Scott Alexander aware of it. Lazy pass from Baksick. He gets away with it. Franklin didn't exactly have his hands ready. Has that one poked away by Caldwell. That one out of bounds. Well, I don't know what they're watching. Looked like it clearly went off of Brandon Smith. It'll stay with the Corsairs with a 7-point lead. Wilds again with another push-off. Wow. Well, it's a savvy move. Wilds getting away with it. They're not going to call it. Use it. 9-point lead for Santa Monica. Smith from way downtown. Franklin nearly had the rebound. Instead, Smith comes away with it. Franklin gets a hand in. Smith, left-handed layup, no good. Kalen Smith, it looked like it went off of Kalen Smith, not Caldwell. Goes out of bounds. They'll say it will go to the Marauders. Baksick going to bring it up. And this is the point of the game versus West LA where the offense got a little stagnant. You got to make the right read. So they're playing the passing lanes. And alertly, Evan Scott Alexander does not pass it to the cutting Baksick. Instead, he gets it to Smith, and Smith puts the floater up and good. Better that time offensively, reading the action instead of just going through the motions. It results in a bucket for AVC. Cut the lead to 7. Collins posting down low. I'd like to see Franklin come over with a quick double. Instead, they're just going to let Collins get to its spot and lay it up, lay it in. Now, Jaquay needs to come over in hard pursuit of the ball. Get the ball out of Collins' hands so they can reset the offense. Instead, Collins goes to work and operates in the post. Evan Scott Alexander on an island. Baksick gives him a raft. Back to Evan Scott Alexander. That's a terrific give-and-go opportunity. Evan Scott Alexander didn't seem to have his legs under him. Off on the shot. Smith has it blocked by Franklin, but a foul. I don't think that's on Jaquay. I think that's on G. Franklin underneath. No, they're going to get him up top. Wow. Let's see what they're seeing here. I thought it was a good in-rhythm shot. I just don't know if the platform was there for Evan Scott Alexander. I'm not seeing if I mean, maybe some contact down low. Franklin up top. There's no foul there. Certainly not a foul on Franklin. Back to live action. Ponders keeps it alive. Backs it quickly back the other way. Shooter's got to keep shooting. Collins challenges up top. Maybe a bit of a makeup call there. Yeah, maybe a little bit down low. Again, good, solid recognition from Evan Scott Alexander. Doesn't settle for the three, gets to the bucket, and he's going to get some points without time going off of the clock. Second free throw up and good, so a couple of quick ones from the stripe. 16:42 remaining in the second half. It's a 7-point lead for the Corsairs. They led it by 5 after 1. Wilds has been much of the offense here in the second half thus far for the Corsairs. Smith wide open in the corner. Wilds will let it fly from deep. NBA range 3 from Barry Wilds. Baksick brings it into the front court. You got to get it to the middle of the defense. Franklin will fire from 3. Can they get one back? No. Weak side. Smith can't get it to go. Instead, Brandon Smith the other way. That's a charge. G. Franklin steps in. That's just a great job by Franklin. Getting to the spot, gets outside of the box. And it's a charge. And on Cam Cohn, is that number 4? No, number 4 on Brandon Smith. Remember, Smith picked up 3 fouls. And I know people watching right now didn't get to see it because we had some issues with the internet early. Montiano into the game, brings it into the front court. He had 3 fouls in under 90 seconds to open the game. Ponders. Nice find. Better that time on the platform from Evan Scott Alexander, and it's a triple. The lead back to 7 after it got to double digits for the Corsairs. The Corsairs now will go to work. Wilds Jr., he just hit a 3 from way downtown, hits another one. That's the last guy right now you can let fly loose. Back to a 10-point lead. Ponders. Montiano. Smith, pump fake, goes baseline. Shot up, no good. Charge, yep. I think it's the right call. Right there, jump right there. No need to, just a jump stop, 12-footer. Maybe even take the bucket, but instead, unless you're going to jump over him. And I'm not saying that Smith ain't that type of athlete, but not at that angle. It's the correct call of a timeout on the floor, 52-42. It's a 10-point lead for the Corsairs. $15-10 to go. Shout out to Dean of Kinesiology and Athletic Director Tom Gang. There we see Tom. Wild's going to go to the line. Two free throws up, no good. Ball don't lie. Got to break down the defense. That's a foul. Man, a little bit more air. Are they not going to call that on the shot? Okay. And you see Coach Taylor imploring the referee about the block charge call. And we've seen Barry Wilds here in the second half particularly. His first free throw up and good for Evan Scott Alexander. We've seen him get away with a bit of a push-off a couple times now. Benefit of the call on the last end, although the free throws unable to go down. Two free throws up and good. Meanwhile, for Evan Scott Alexander. The lead is 8 for the Corsairs. Tweed Field. Near turnover. Wilds has it out front. He'll fire a long two. Shot up, no good. Long carom, Evan Scott Alexander. 2-on-1 if they hurry. Smith lays it up, and he's fouled. Pretty good defense that time, forcing the long two. Just don't know if Smith had the runway. Would like to see Evan Scott Alexander throw it up for the big man. That's a lob situation every day of the week. Smith can certainly go and get it. First free throw up and good. Meanwhile, there is Kalen Smith. Second free throw. Gets the roll. ABC chipping away, 52-46. Frazier getting ready to check in. Tweed Field gives it over to Cone. Cone traveled. I thought he dragged the pivot foot. Instead he puts up a three, no good. Tweed Field gets his own miss and puts it up and in. That just can't happen. Everybody needs to go get a body. Trey Hawkins, who had a couple triples in the first half, getting ready to check in. Floater up and good. Evan Scott Alexander. That's tough. 54-48. We'll get that changed on the scoreboard here for you shortly. Collins, he traveled down low. Instead, it's a steal for Baxic. ABC back the other way we go. Frazier Hawkins will come in. G. Franklin Smith will come off. Baxic getting ready to come on for Evan Scott Alexander. Sideline out of bounds for the Marauders, trailing by 6. They're sticking around here. Looking for the baseline runner, and Montiano makes a move. Nothing there. Short corner. Frazier ponders, reverses. It's a pretty good look there for Hawkins. Instead, Frazier with a better look gets his own miss, puts it up and in. Persistence prevails for Frazier. And it's a 4-point lead for the Corsairs. Good show there from Ponders. Tweed Field from 3, that's good. A momentum killer for the Marauders. Hawkins, go get it back. Up top, you gotta shoot that. I like the unselfishness, but you gotta shoot that. Frazier was going baseline. Hawkins saw his man, but the pass not there. We'll have a timeout called 30-second timeout call. I'd like to give a special shout out to Abor's Medical Group, proud sponsor of Antelope Valley College Marauder Athletics. It'll be baseline out of bounds. For AVC. See if they can get a cheap one here. Nothing doing there. Frazier quickly on the inbound, gives it to Ponders. Ponders has that one blocked by Tweed Field. Ponders going to go to work, got to get out of the key. Baxic, Montiano. That's terrific half-court defense from Santa Monica. 11 on the shot clock, 10. Baxic. Hesitation, Tweed Field. Rotates down, taps that one out of bounds. 7 on the shot clock. Montiano bring it in. Looking for Hawkins. Hawkins on a curl from 3, corner 3. Hits the shot clock and will be out of bounds. I'd like to see a little crisper execution on the baseline out of bounds plays for the Marauders. Instead, that time, nothing doing there. Tweed Field turns and faces, enters into Collins. Where's the double team? Go get him. Nope. Turnover or turnaround jumper, no good. Baxic from Hawkins. Baxic. The screen from Ponders. Get to the elbow. See if you want to rise up. Hawkins now on the handoff. Has a lane. Gets the bucket. Lays it up. Lays it in. Wilds quickly back the other way. He'll fire from there. Baxic alertly calls off Frazier. Here comes a screen. Ponders shows. Wilds to the bucket. That's no good. Ponders on the rebound. Baxic has some room in front of him. Montiano to the bucket, up and under, no. Collins didn't bail him out with a foul. Hawkins instead nearly swiped it away. No look, Tweed Field. Ponders alters the shot. That one's off. Hawkins quickly back the other way. Maybe baby step into a 3. Hawkins had that one blocked by Collins. That was a block. You got to start chopping down there. And if the big man comes out, which he did, go right by him. Hawkins with a dunk opportunity? No. Tweed Field. Does this one go out of bounds? Both teams look pretty tired out here. Ooh. That's a close call. Looked like Hawkins touched that one last, so the Marauders get away with one here. And they'll have the ball baseline out of bounds. Now, Jaquay Franklin in the ball game right now, and if he hits you with a screen, if he sets it, it'll be pretty effective. Well, you got to use it too. So it entered into the backcourt. This won't be a backcourt violation. Just a long inbound. Baxic will bring it ahead. Plenty of time on the shot clock to get into the offense. Montiano, quick move on the baseline, lays it up, lays it in and one. Josh Montiano. Watch the move here. Quick recognition here. He saw Curry cheating. And that's being a player. That's putting your defender in jail on your back, and one great finish. It's a little flex there from Josh. And he has a chance to cut this to a 2-point ball game. Yeah, Curry committed the foul. 16 foul. So another chance to recognize the little things here. 16 foul in Santa Monica, so AVC in the bonus the rest of the way. So be a little bit more aggressive going to the basket. Under control, though. Baksic guarding closely on Tyler Wiley. Handed off, Clay Jr. from way downtown. No. Franklin comes away with a rebound. 2-on-1. Back, give and go. Tie ball game, 57 all. And somebody stepped on the end line. Momentum in favor of the Marauders right now. Beautiful basketball here. You got the defender on his heels. You have to respect the three-point shooting ability here. And that's a violation. You see at the end of that play. So baseline out of bounds. Opportunity. Frazier comes away. The lead to AVC. And the wheels right now coming off for the Corsairs at the midway part of the second half. This team fired up. You see the defensive intensity really ratcheted up. Frazier comes away. That's a terrible call. That's an awful call. I want to see where the foul is. He goes straight up. First free throw up and good for Brandon Smith. We have not seen a lot of Smith. He's playing with 4 fouls right now. Picked up 3 in the first 86 seconds of this ball game. Second free throw also good for Smith, so we're tied up again at 59. Collins is going to come off. Frazier. Evan Scott Alexander looking for Baksic. Montiano, that's good offense. He's going to go baseline, force the issue. Hand up, and it's a block. Franklin finds Baksic. He gets to his spot. 15-footer, no. Not a bad shot. Baksic needs to finish. Needs to go straight up and down. He's tailing to his left. That shot up, no good. Smith on the rebound, up and good, and one. Smith. Can convert on the end one opportunity. 5-0 run. Make it a 4-0 run. And one no good. Baksic will push the tempo. Finds Montiano in transition. Keeps his footing. Doesn't travel. And sometimes when you have referees that will anticipate calls, and I hate that. If it looks awkward, they're going to call travel. It looked awkward, but it was not a travel. Evan Scott Alexander has the table taken from under him, and that one, that's goaltending. Baksic puts it up, no good. Smith unable to get the rebound. Ponders gives it out. Evan Scott Alexander from 3, back iron. Wiley gets the elbow, shot up, that's short. Frazier tries to track down the rebound. Montiano on the floor. I want to watch this again because that certainly looked like it went off the backboard. Did it hit the backboard first? Backboard first, right there. And certainly, Santa Monica gets away with a goaltend. It should be 61-all, but right now it's possession Santa Monica in a 2-point lead. Caldwell on the baseline. That's a mismatch versus Montiano. Where's the help? Needs to get there sooner. Ponders gets there a little bit late. Marauders get away with it. Backs it quickly back the other way. Nearly lost it. Taps it to Montiano alertly. If he picks it up and dribbles, it would have been a carry like he got in the first half. Baksic instead Has it, gets a screen from Ponders. Ponders frees him up. That's an easy shot. Baxic a little late to recognize it. Karem's out of bounds, going to come off of Caldwell. Stay with Antelope Valley. That's the shot. Don't hesitate. The hesitation cost him. That's a great job by Ponders. He sets the screen, and then he rolls to the basket to seal off the defense, and the defense really just went with him. Freed up Baxic. Baxic and Caldwell had some words there. Entirely sure what that was all about. They're looking for Smith. You need to ISO there. Get out of there, James. And it's got Alexander to the bucket off the back iron. That's the correct play. Go at the big man. Collins on his back heels, and that was a layup just missed. Oh, that looked like a travel. Scott Alexander underneath. Collins, shot up no good. That's a foul on Smith. Where's he over the back? Where's the over or back? Over the back. Where's the foul? This is an easy call. Hawkins right there with position. You have the forearm in the back, and Harris gets away with one there. Meanwhile, live action not there. Tapped out to Montiano, who has it, and the Marauders trailing by 2. Hawkins in transition. Scott Alexander thought about the baseline. Instead, Smith comes free in the corner versus Collins. They'll kick it back out, reset the offense. Where's the mismatch? Montiano, bit of a shell, 3-2. Hawkins thought about taking it in, instead has to bring it back out. That one tapped away by Harris. Oh, excuse me, Smith. Smith has that one tapped out of bounds. Now, I'm not going to lie, Hawkins gets away with a foul there, but that's a bit of a make-up no call, if you will. Montiano will come off. He'll be replaced by G. Franklin. Ponders needs to keep his hands up. Wild from 3, high arc here, no good. Hawkins comes away with it, off to the races. Evan Scott Alexander versus Wilds. There was some contact down low, no call. Smith able to come away with it. It's off of AVC. It will go back to Santa Monica. Wilds on the long 3. We'll see this last sequence here. Now, is there contact here? Maybe a little bit. Certainly on the putback. That's just a ball that goes out of bounds off of Evan Scott Alexander. 6:53 to go. AVC is right there. Take a break. .53 to go. Both teams with 3 timeouts. Wild's going to bring it up. Some jockeying for position between Harris and Smith. Wilds looking for Collins down low. There's a mismatch. It's working against G. Franklin. Where's the help? Travel! Travel! What are we looking at? What are they looking at? That's a travel. And you hear the crowd. Ball didn't lie. Harris with the rebound. Some contact. Collins at the hoop, and he puts it up and in. And you have to rebound as a team to lead out to 4 now for Santa Monica. That's a reach. No foul. Scott Alexander, left-handed layup, no good. Smith cleans up the garbage. We'll have a timeout called by Antelope Valley. We have a 30, and we'll keep it here. Well, initially he ruled a 30, but let's see. Okay, so we have a full timeout. 6:17 to go, 63-61. Santa Monica with the ball. Collins comes out to the high post. Ponders guarding. Wilds off of a pick. Ponders late to show. High arcing 3, no good. Rebound, fought for, and one. It's Cam Cone on the finish. Well, shot. What is Evan Scott Alexander doing there? We're going to watch it again. There's 2 guys here. Nobody's boxing out. They're just watching. Free throw up, no good. Back to live action. And a rebound again. Santa Monica, another opportunity. Wilds to the bucket. Blocked by Evan Scott Alexander. Met at the rim. Ponders. Smith can't get it to go. Smith again fouled. 4 or 5 chances on this trip alone for the Corsairs. They can extend on a 4-point lead. Man. First free throw up and good. That's the 19th foul. Well, AVC was pretty good earlier in this half at getting to the basketball, really forcing the issue, but they've gone about 7 minutes here without inducing a foul call. Smith is going to come off. Frazier, G. Franklin, second free throw, no good. That looked like another push in the back. Collins put that one in. Can't get it to go. Collins taps that one out of play. And finally, AVC will have possession. Got to score. More than anything, run a pretty good offensive set. 1-4 set. Scott Alexander turns a corner. Nearly traveled. Hawkins needs to fire that. No hesitation. 3 is good. That a baby. Hawkins, his 3rd triple of the night. Gets the lead to within 2. Collins, turn and face. Ponders a better job that time defensively, but Collins puts it right in his eye. What are you going to do? Collins is a tough guard. 6'9", can shoot it, can finish, has a nose for the ball, is a good player. Frazier had a look from 3 instead. Will take it to the bucket. That's offensive goal. Well, that's a goaltend. I believe that's a bucket. Yeah, 2 points. Wild's fouled on the way. He's going to have 2 shots coming his way. We get some clarification here. We have 2 shots coming, double bonus for Wilds. Meanwhile, on the other end, so the previous bucket, good by Frazier. But Wilds now at the free throw line. Did he miss on the first? I believe he did. Second free throw. Excuse me. Got 2. That's the first of 2. And you got to box out. Get into a body. Got to box out the shooter too. Wilds pretty quick. Didn't matter. The offensive sets have been pretty good. I like the 1-4. Let's see if they go back to it. No. Go back to the 4 out, 1 in. Here we go. 1-4. There we go. Hawkins gets a screen from Frazier. Still on the dribble. Leaves his feet. I'd like to see that, but nothing doing there. Danger-wise. Evan Scott Alexander, left-handed layup, no good. Trying to get his own rebound. G. Franklin comes away with it. Had a mismatch. Scott Alexander, left-handed layup, no good. Frazier with the rebound. He gets his own possession back for ABC, and they'll reset the offense. 4 out, 1 in. Ponders in the middle. And they'll change the set. Evan Scott Alexander from 3. G. Franklin trying to crash the boards from the weak side, unable to get it. Wilds in transition, up and under move, no good. The shot tapped up and in. Was that Smith or Harris? Either way, it's a bucket for the Corsairs and the lead back to 4. Nail-biting time here. Well, 72-66. Excuse me. Lead back to 6. Hawkins fading away. Shot up. That's not his shot. Montiano getting ready to check back in. Ponders comes out on the shooter and Collins puts it up and in. There's not much you're going to do against that. Collins can get whatever he wants, and the help has to come sooner. 74-66, starting to get away from the Marauders. Time out on the floor. We'll be back. .302 remaining, 8-point lead for the Corsairs. The Marauders need an answer offensively here. They also need an answer on the boards. Montiano and Hawkins, 2 3-point threats here in this one. And alertly, defensively, the defense not giving them any room. Baksic will fire from 3. That one off the mark. Ponders with the rebound. Hawkins had a shot from 3. Collins, Frazier. Frazier gets his miss. He's fouled underneath. Should be a 1-and-1 on the floor. They're going to get Collins. His third. Ponders will come off. Franklin back into the contest. Thought Ponders has been terrific here tonight. First free throw off the mark. It was a 1-and-1. Harris alertly comes away with it. He was ready. Wilds. Well, right now, for Santa Monica, it's a matter of smart possessions, killing a little clock. And I thought Hawkins ripped his pocket. Let's watch here. I thought Hawkins. It certainly looked like Hawkins came away with it pretty clean. There was some contact, but that was initiated by Smith. Smith will go to the free throw line. Hawkins will come off. One of two on the free throws. 9-point lead. Montiano. Backs it, gets a pick. Takes it to the bucket, lays it up, lays it in. Timeout on the floor. This should be a full. And it will be. 7-point lead. 2:10 to go. All right, they're going to go to the 1-2-2 here on the press. Collins, a heady player in the middle. They force it into the corner. Wilds. Here comes a double team. Frazier, a little late getting there. Wilds nearly lost it out of bounds. Evan Scott Alexander. Here comes a double. Montiano, pretty good hectic count there. Little helter-skelter earlier in that possession, but Santa Monica able to elude the pressure. Wilds isolated with Evan Scott Alexander. Left-handed layup off the mark. Franklin crashes the board and we'll have a foul called. Wilds didn't like the call, but I think that's a good call. He just came in. I mean, where's the argument? That's a foul. I don't really understand what the argument is there from Wilds. Clearly a foul. First free throw. That a boy, Jaquay. JJ hits on the first. On the 1-and-1. Takes his time. Second free throw good for the big fella. The lead is 5. A little nervous time here for Santa Monica. Smith has it in the front court. Collins at the high post. Harris in the short corner. They bring it back out. They'll kill a little bit more clock. It's a matter of getting good possessions, good basketball, and good offense. That was nearly a travel. Instead, Wilds will bring out 9 on the shot clock. Wilds enters to Collins. Massive mismatch. You got to help. The travel. Wild from 3, a dagger, no. Franklin up high for the rebound, and a foul. What's the call going to be? On him? On Baxic? They called a foul on what? They called a flop. They called a flop on that. They called a flop 5 seconds after the shot. I don't understand that. Man. I mean, if you want to call a flop, back to live action, 6-point lead for Santa Monica, 1:01 to go. Almost a 5-second call. Wilds able to come away from the defense. Here comes Collins, and Collins is fouled by Frazier. 2 shots coming. I want to go back to this one. This is a flop? They called a flop on that. Okay, a 6'9" guy goes into your chest, and you go to the ground, but they call it a flop. First free throw up and good. 77-70. Collins has been outstanding here tonight. The cheeseburger chant doesn't work as Collins drains both. Under a minute to go, the lead is 8. Baxic puts it up, no good. Rebound comes off to Wilds, and Frazier with a foul. 43 seconds. Well, barring a miracle here, Antelope Valley will drop their 4th straight, 3rd in conference. Santa Monica's got some talent, particularly Quinn Collins. Like Wilds. When you have a big man like Collins, you have the ability to really dictate pace whenever you want. Evan Scott Alexander finishes on the layup, called timeout. .38 seconds to go. Score situated here for you, 80-72 after the layup from Evan Scott Alexander. That one tapped out of bounds by Evan. I will say this, the effort from Evan Scott Alexander is relentless. At times can get caught watching instead of maybe boxing out or getting to his defensive assignment. But man, he really does a great job of making up for some of his mistakes, and here's a player that's going to learn from him. Freshman from Connecticut, New Haven, Hill House High School. First free throw, good. Franklin and Frazier will come on. It's a game where ABC was right there and just couldn't get over the hump. They had the lead briefly, 82-72. Montiano from three, well off the mark. Shot clock turned off, and Santa Monica likely not going to fire up another shot here. And they won't. As Corsairs will dribble it out. Final, 82-72. Santa Monica will win this one. And we'll have a doubleheader on Saturday versus Canyons, men's and women's. We'll have our internet issues sorted out as well. For everyone here at SoCalCollegeSports.com, I'm Mike Cepeda signing off. So long, everybody.